I'm Jan Muller from Tilia, the FoodSaver Company. You're joining a family of hundreds of thousands of satisfied people who have purchased a FoodSaver home vacuum packaging system. We're here to make sure that using your FoodSaver will be fun and easy. What makes the FoodSaver Compact II so special? Well, the FoodSaver Compact II is a top-of-the-line, state-of-the-art machine which delivers commercial quality vacuum packaging. It's the best one on the market, and FoodSaver offers a growing line of accessories designed to make your system even more effective. You know, a lot of people ask me what I think some of the most important benefits are about owning a FoodSaver, and I'm going to share just a few of them with you. Did you know you can save over 25% on your annual grocery bill by using the FoodSaver Compact II? You can buy in bulk to get maximum savings and then vacuum package the food in family-sized portions. You can even save more money by reducing the waste from spoilage. Foods vacuum packaged with the FoodSaver Compact II last 3 to 5 times longer than foods stored using traditional methods. Now, I know you're looking forward to learning about the many things you can do with your new FoodSaver Compact II. But before you start, I have a couple of important suggestions. I recommend you keep your FoodSaver out on your counter. You'll discover that it will become the most used appliance in your kitchen. Next, take everything out of the box and find the 2 most important items: the FoodSaver instruction manual with the warranty card inside, and of course, this how-to video. Now take a moment to fill out the warranty card. I know most people don't like to do this part, but if you fill out the warranty card right now, it'll just take a couple of minutes, and then tear it out of the manual and mail it into us. We can enter you into our customer service system. Once you're in our system, we can send you updates and product information. And if you ever need to call us with any questions about your FoodSaver, we'll be able to help you much faster. In fact, it's a good idea to keep our customer service number handy. We've included a removable static cling sticker in your instruction manual, which can be placed on the Compact II, your refrigerator, anywhere, so that you'll always have our customer service number easily available. Please take the time to read your instruction manual thoroughly from cover to cover. It has a lot of important tips and suggestions on how to use and get the most out of your new FoodSaver. And it's important that you read the sections on proper food safety and preservation. In fact, it's a good idea to review the instruction manual along with this videotape. If you don't have the instruction manual right now and you want to get it, just put your VCR on pause. I'll be here when you return. Let's review the different operating features of the FoodSaver Compact II. This is the operating lever. It swings up to open and down to close. There's a number of important features on the operating lever. You use the 2 locking clips every time you vacuum pack. All you do is close the operating lever, press down right here, and push the locking clips forward. They will lock into place. To release them automatically, just press down. Note that when you're vacuum packing, the locking clips will release automatically as soon as the vacuuming process begins. This is the one-touch automatic sealing on switch. It's one of my favorite features. All you do is press and hold it down. The machine takes care of the rest of the vacuuming and sealing. It's one of the special features that makes the FoodSaver Compact II so easy to use. This is the LED indicator light. The light comes on to indicate the machine is sealing. When it turns off, that signals that the sealing cycle is complete. Then you simply release the on switch to turn off the machine. How's that for easy to use? This is the jar attachment port, or opening, for the jar attachment hose. You attach the hose when sealing FoodSaver accessories or mason jars. Okay, now let's take a look at what's under the operating lever. This is really where all the vacuum packing action takes place. This Teflon-coated sealer bar protects the heating wire. That way you can seal bags without melting them. This is the sealing pressure tube. It presses the bags into even contact with the sealer bar. We have 2 pressure pads. One is on the underside of the operating lever, and the other pressure pad surrounds the vacuum channel. You rest the open end of FoodSaver's patented vac lock bags inside the vacuum channel when you're vacuum packing. The electric cord port is underneath the machine. You should know that it's not a good idea to use an extension cord with your FoodSaver because it diminishes its power. You can store the electric cord in the convenient storage area underneath your FoodSaver. Now that you've learned about the different operating features of your new FoodSaver Compact II, let's start vacuum packing. Let's start vacuum packing using the FoodSaver Vac Lock bags. Now, throughout this demonstration, I'll have the FoodSaver Compact II facing away from me. That makes it easier for you to see how it works. When you do this at home, you'll want to have the FoodSaver facing you. Let me tell you a little about the Vac Lock bags. They're not like any other bag on the market. They've been specially designed to work with the FoodSaver systems and have a unique patented system of channels which enables them to effectively remove all the air. Since oxygen is the main source of spoilage, removing all the air is what lets you keep foods fresh and flavorful 3 to 5 times longer. Not only that, but these bags have an exclusive multi-layer moisture and oxygen barrier to completely protect foods from damaging freezer burn. FoodSaver Vac Lock bags are available in 2 convenient styles: pre-cut bags and continuous roll bags. Pre-cut bags are 8 inches wide by 11.5 inches long. They're already sealed at one end, so you can start using them right away. Continuous roll bags come in 2 sizes, 8 inches wide and 11 inches wide. You use these to create custom-sized bags. Now, you don't have to throw these bags away after you've used them. They can be washed in the dishwasher and reused. Plus, they can go straight from the refrigerator or freezer into the microwave or boiling water. Remember to always cut off a corner of the bag before you microwave so that the steam can safely escape. Now, it's important you realize that vacuum packing is not a substitute for refrigeration. Perishable foods, or those that say refrigerate after opening, still need to be refrigerated. Vacuum packing simply extends the shelf life 3 to 5 times longer than it would normally be. Let's vacuum package some cheese using the continuous roll bags. You can cut whatever size bag you need. All you have to do is to remember to allow about 3 inches from the cheese to the end of the bag. I'll show you what I mean. Take the roll and lay it out. Take your cheese or whatever you're going to vacuum pack and put it right down here. Now I'm going to allow about 3 inches, plus I'm going to get into the cheese maybe 3, 4, 5 times, so I'll allow a few extra inches for getting into the bag. Take a pair of scissors and cut the bag. Now what we have to do is to seal one end of the bag. Lay the bag on top of the sealer bar with the smooth side of the bag facing up. Close the operating lever, press down on the corners, and push the locking clips forward. Now you're ready to seal the bag. Just press the on switch on. The indicator light will come on, telling you that it's sealing the bag. As soon as it goes off, the bag has been sealed. Just release the on switch, and that fast, we have sealed one end of the bag. Now we can fill it with our cheese or whatever we want to vacuum pack. Just take the cheese, place it inside the bag, and then lay the edge of the bag inside the vacuum channel. Close it, press down the 2 corners, push the locking clips forward, 1 finger, turn the machine on. As soon as all the air is pulled out of the bag, the machine automatically turns on the sealer indicator light and it starts to seal the end of the bag. As soon as that light goes off, release the on switch, and that fast, we have vacuum packed the cheese. Now, to get back inside the bag, it's simple. All you do is take a pair of scissors and cut right below that seal. That's the only part of the bag that you throw away. You keep the rest of the bag. Remember, they're reusable. Now, as you can see, you can vacuum pack a wide assortment of foods using Vac Lock bags and your FoodSaver. Not just food. You can store non-food items too with your FoodSaver and the Vac Lock bags. You can vacuum pack clothing. Makes it smaller, easier to pack, keeps it dry until you need it. You can even be prepared for emergencies by vacuum packing your emergency supplies. So you can see why I think the FoodSaver Compact II is such a great system. In our next chapter, we'll learn how to vacuum pack using mason jars. Let's talk about vacuum packing in jars. Now, even though the FoodSaver will take all the air out of a mason jar or FoodSaver's SaverMate canisters, there's no heat involved. So vacuum packing is not a substitute for canning. Now, while you can't do canning with your FoodSaver, mason jars are readily available, inexpensive, and they're easy to vacuum pack. We found that most liquids, delicate foods such as fresh fruits and vegetables, or easily crushed foods such as crackers and cookies, will fare much better if you vacuum pack them in mason jars or the FoodSaver's SaverMate vacuum canisters. Whenever you use a jar, make sure that it is a glass-tempered mason jar with a dome lid for vacuum packing. This is because the FoodSaver draws such a strong vacuum that it can cause regular jars or plastic containers to collapse in on themselves. Now, there are two types of wide-mouth jar sealers, the original and the newer version. Both work equally well. I'll be using the newer jar sealer to demonstrate. By the way, if you have a narrow jar at home and you want to use a narrow jar lid, FoodSaver has a narrow mouth jar sealer accessory. Just call our customer service number to find out how to get one. Here's how to vacuum pack in the jars. Take the vacuum hose that comes with your kit and place one end into the jar attachment port, that little opening right here on the machine. Press it down firmly. Take the other end and put it right into the jar sealer. Press down and lock the clips, and now you're ready to vacuum. Take the metal lid, make sure that the top of the jar is clean, that you've filled it up all the way to the top, but leave at least an inch from the top to where the food is. Make sure that the lid is clean. Place the lid on top. Take your jar sealer and place it right down on top and press down firmly. To vacuum pack, press down on the on switch. It pulls the air out of the jar. As soon as all the air has been pumped out, the green indicator light will come on telling you to turn off the machine. That fast, we have vacuum packed that brown sugar. It'll stay fresh 3 to 5 times longer. Now, to open it up, it's simple to do. All you need is to take the back of a spoon and just take the spoon until it goes right next to the lid and to the glass. Now listen. That's vacuum packed. Now you can use this lid over and over and over again because remember, you're not canning, you're vacuum packing. In our next chapter, we'll learn how to vacuum pack using all the different FoodSaver accessories. FoodSaver has a growing line of accessories that are designed to make your FoodSaver Compact II even more effective and help you preserve freshness and flavor as well as helping you save money. FoodSaver's SaverMate canisters are one of my favorite accessories because there are so many things you can do with them. There are 3 types of SaverMate canisters: round, square, and designer. I'm going to show you how to vacuum pack with the round and the designer canisters. By the way, because SaverMate canisters are usually bigger than mason jars, they will take slightly longer to vacuum pack. Now I'm going to show you how this works with the round canister. I'm going to vacuum pack some flour. Make sure that the rim is clean, that the lid around here is clean, and you'll notice that there is an arrow and there's 3 words: open, vacuum, and closed. Now we're going to vacuum, so we turn the arrow to the word vacuum. Place it on top. Take your jar sealer that's still hooked up to your FoodSaver, press down firmly, lock the 2 clips on the side of the FoodSaver. Now just vacuum pack. Press the on switch. Like we did with the bags in the jar, it's vacuuming out the air from the canister. As soon as all the air has been vacuumed out of the canister, the indicator light will turn on green, and that means you're finished. Release the on switch. Turn this to the word closed, and that fast we have vacuum packed the flour. Now it's safe. Insects can't get to it, water and humidity can't get to it. Store that in your cupboard, it'll stay fresh longer. Now to open it up, it's simple. All we have to do is turn that red arrow from closed to the word open. Take it out, use whatever we want to To reseal it, make sure that's clean. Make sure your lid is clean. Place it back. Turn the lid to vacuum. Take your wide mouth jar sealer and re-vacuum pack it. It's that easy to do. Now to vacuum pack with the designer canisters, it's even easier. All we have to do is fill it up like I've done here with fresh strawberries. Put the top on. Take your jar sealer and place it on top. Lock your clips and turn on. Press down firmly, and that'll start the vacuum process. That's vacuuming out the air. As soon as all the air's been vacuumed out, your indicator light will turn on, and that fast, we vacuum pack the strawberries. Now, to open it up, it's simple. Right here is a little word that says press. All I have to do is press it. Now listen. That releases the vacuum. I can get back in and take my strawberries. If I have some left, simple to re-vacuum pack. Put your jar sealer on and vacuum pack just like we did it. Now remember, strawberries are perishable, so they go into the refrigerator. Now, here's one of FoodSaver's newest accessories, VacuTop universal lids. They come in 4-inch and 5-inch diameters and are great for storing foods in their original containers. When using these, you should remember, don't fill the container or jar too full. Leave at least 1 inch from the top. Keep the gasket and the knob clean, and remember to refrigerate fresh and perishable foods. Here's how easy it is to do. I'm going to vacuum pack some leftover spaghetti sauce in the original container. I use my sauce, throw away the lid, make sure the rim is clean, make sure that the gasket is clean. Now, just like the round canister top, we have 3 words right here: open, vacuum, and closed. There's a little arrow indicator right here on the knob. So we're going to vacuum pack, so I turn it to the word vacuum. Place it on top. Now you can see how the opening fits the rubber gasket. Take the jar sealer, place it on top, press down, lock our clips, and turn the machine on. Now to lock it, all we have to do is turn that arrow to close, and it's vacuum packed. Now, there's a couple of important points to know when using VacuTop universal lids. First, if you're planning to store foods in the original can for more than a day, we recommend transferring them to a mason jar or a SaverMate canister to prevent the foods from having an off flavor. Second, if you use the universal lids on containers with diameters of 2 inches or less, the universal lid can easily be knocked off even though it has been vacuum packed. So handle with care and don't lift by grabbing the universal lid. Now here's another one of FoodSaver's newest accessories, VacuTop bottle stoppers. They're ideal for sealing in the freshness and flavor of liquids, such as wines and gourmet cooking oils. They're simple to use and can be used again and again and again. Now when using the bottle stoppers, remember to leave at least 1 inch of space from the top and keep the bottle stopper clean. Let me show you how it works. All you have to do is take the bottle stopper, place it in the top of the wine bottle, release the vacuum hose from the jar sealer, and place this right into the top of the bottle stopper. There's a little hole right there in the bottle stopper. That's where the vacuum hose goes. Remember to press down on the machine, lock your clips, and then just turn it on. That fast, as soon as the indicator light comes on, we vacuum packed the wine bottle. Take off the hose and it's vacuum packed. Now listen. By the way, you don't want to use these with carbonated or sparkling beverages. See, the vacuum causes them to become flat. Also, don't use them with plastic bottles. The vacuum drawn by your FoodSaver is so strong that it will collapse the bottle. Now we'll join Deanna DeLong, a well-known food expert and nutritionist, who recently shared with me some of her great ideas for using the FoodSaver Compact II. We've invited Deanna DeLong here because she's known for her great ideas in using the FoodSaver. She's going to show you and I today how we can plan ahead, making meals for the entire month. Well, it looks like you have everything here from soup to nuts, Deanna. What are you going to show us today about the FoodSaver?
There's so many fun things that you can do to save an enormous amount of time, energy, and money.
Good.
If you go to the market early in the month, you can do your shopping for the entire month. You can make all sorts of meals, like soup. When you do your soup, you're going to put saran wrap in the bottom of the bowl that you want to serve it in. Freeze the soup, and then when you take it out of the freezer, it fits the bowl exactly.
Oh, I like that.
This is frozen in the vac lock bag. It's labeled exactly what it is. 2 cups of veggie soup. You don't have to chisel big chunks off of a big brick. You just have to pull it out, put it in the microwave, and heat it.
This is great. So the soup is frozen, then it's vacuum packed, put in the freezer. So whenever I want a hot bowl of soup, I just take it out of the bag, put it in my bowl, and microwave it, and I've got my soup.
It's easy.
I like this.
Rice pilaf is another wonderful side dish. It's really great because you can purchase bulk rice and save a lot of money. Add your seasonings, spices, measure out exactly what you need to make the dish the right size for your family. Put the herbs, the spices, and the rice in the vac lock bag. Seal it, and on the top of the bag, write exactly what the ingredients are that you need. This particular bag will need 2 tablespoons of butter and 3 cups of broth. When you get home from work, you can throw it right in a pot on the stove and have rice pilaf.
This is a great idea because now you can make your meals in advance, and when you come home, cook them up. They're all ready to go. You don't even have to look up the recipe. And when you're finished using this bag, you don't have to throw it away. You can reuse it again, right?
You bet. Be sure that you label it above where you're going to be cutting it off.
Okay.
And who knows, the next time you might be freezing blueberries in this bag.
That's a good idea too. But you know, I'm looking over here at lasagna, and I love lasagna. So what can we do when we might make something this big?
It's very easy. Now, when this was frozen, again, I had put the kitchen saran wrap underneath it.
And then you'd layer it in the lasagna on top and put it in the freezer and freeze it?
Exactly.
Okay.
You're going to, after it's frozen, take it out of the container, put it in your vac lock bag, vacuum it, and put it back in the freezer, again with your label. Then if you have guests pop in, you've got a meal ready to go.
I just love this idea about making everything in the dish you're going to serve it in. You know, vacuum pack and freeze it so it fits the dish.
The best part is that you know exactly what has gone into that.
That's true.
There's no hidden fats or preservatives. It's your own home cooking, and yet allows you the convenience of prepared foods.
Well, what about this chicken we have over here?
It's really good to save on your budget by buying your meat or chicken in bulk. Vacuum package it in smaller portions just to fit your family. You can also do a quick marinade. It's really easy using the FoodSaver.
So we just use our square canister?
Use the square canister, add your marinade.
Oh, like I've got right here. And I'm just using a salad dressing marinade, but you could use your barbecue marinades or even a homemade marinade. Pour it all over the chicken, fish or meat.
Now you're going to vacuum package this and give it 20 minutes.
And then it's ready to put on the barbecue?
Right. What happens is that the vacuum packaging widens the tissues and allows the marinade to penetrate, so you're going to actually have a better flavor.
This is great, and it really only takes 20 minutes to
Yeah.
marinate it. This is good.
Then it's ready to cook. How about that for a barbecue?
That's great. I'm ready to barbecue right now. So now we've done soup, lasagna, chicken. Now, is there anything else you might want to share with us very quickly?
Actually, yes, salad.
Oh,
Salad
yes.
is wonderful to do ahead. Everyone knows how wonderful a fresh, tossed green salad is. The hard part is cleaning the lettuce. It takes a lot of time. Use this large SaverMate canister. Make your mixed lettuce salad for the whole week. Simply put it in the refrigerator. Anytime you want fresh salad, just open the canister, take out what you want, add fresh tomatoes and dressing. It's ready to go.
I like it. And I see you have some vegetables over here. Tell me about those.
You know, in season, fruits and vegetables are so much less expensive. They also have a freshness that you don't get out of season. So when things are inexpensive, go to your farmer's market, buy them when they're ripe and just perfect for eating. Clean, slice them, and then you are going to freeze your fruits on a cookie sheet.
Oh, I see.
If you do them individually like this, you're going to tap the cookie sheet after they're frozen and they'll come loose.
Okay.
You're going to package them in your vac-lock bags.
Like we've done here?
You're going to mark on the top exactly what it is and the date that it was frozen.
Okay.
And that helps you to properly rotate your frozen foods.
That's a good idea.
And then when they're ready to use, you've got a perfect dessert.
This is great. People that have a garden will love this because they can keep all of their fruits and vegetables year-round until the next season.
Right.
I like it.
Now, vegetables are also very easy to do.
Oh, like this corn?
Things like corn and asparagus. Vegetables, again, are delicious in season and very inexpensive. Buy it, shuck it, and blanch it. Now, do you know what blanching is?
Yes, I do, but why don't we tell everyone?
Blanching is heating it all the way through. It's not cooking it completely to eat, but heating it all the way through. What that does is inactivate the enzymes that cause the vegetables to continue ripening during storage. If they're not blanched, they develop off flavors and they don't taste good. You want to cool it by dipping it in ice water and then put it right immediately into your vacuum package. Now the bonus to this is that when you take it out to cook it, there's no reason to take it out of the bag. You can cook it right in the package in boiling water. You can also cook it in your microwave, and again, if you do, you're going to snip the edge.
Exactly. You know, this is terrific. You have some outstanding ideas, Deanna. You can really make a very intimate meal for just 2 people, or you can cook enough food for an army. Now, is there, there's actually one more course that's very important.
Dessert!
My favorite.
I was afraid you were going to forget.
I don't forget dessert.
Dessert is wonderful if you plan ahead, particularly during the holiday season. When you're doing your baking, it's so easy to get worn out. Use your FoodSaver. If you're going to freeze a cake that has already been baked, you'll want to freeze it on a cookie sheet until it's hard.
That's for
Otherwise,
sure.
you know what happens. It smashes flat. After it's solidly frozen, take it out and put it in your Vaclock bag. Again, label it. And then, for dessert, you're going to take some of these beautiful fruits.
Like we have here.
And in December, when fresh fruits are not available, you're going to put your fresh fruits on the cake, a little low-fat yogurt, and you've got a wonderful dessert.
I'm telling you, this is great ideas, but I want to know one more thing. What about those cookies over there? You know, cookies are my favorite thing to munch on.
Cookies are great. You can make your cookie dough, freeze it in the logs, take out as much as you want, cut it off, reseal your bag, and make a batch. Even if you're watching a late-night movie and you want to have just one cookie, use an ice cream scoop. You can do 1 cookie at a time, particularly if you're counting calories and want to know how many calories you're taking in.
I like the idea that you use, which is making things in batches, because I know when I cook, I hate to just make a little bit, and most recipes call for a lot. So this way you get to use everything when you use the FoodSaver.
There's no waste.
That's a great idea. You know, I really want to thank Deanna for being here and sharing all these great ideas with us for using the FoodSaver so you can plan and prepare your meals in advance. I'm sure that this video has given you an idea of just how versatile your FoodSaver can be, and this is just the beginning. I really encourage you to take the time to review the instruction manual thoroughly because there are a number of useful and important details you want to know about. Now it's your turn to have fun with the FoodSaver Compact II.